Hi, how are you doing? I'm Andrzej Nedoma, your certified high performance coach, and today we continue our discussion about CEO to zero. And I wanted to start with this thought, like lots of entrepreneurs, they start their business because they look for freedom. So they quit their jobs because they hate this 9 to 5 lifestyle, and they want to work on what they choose to work on, what they find important, where the passion is. So they build their business looking for freedom, and at the same time out of their passion for a particular product, industry or service. Is it right? Is it also your case? It was surely mine. But then when we are in this business for a few years, we realize, well, the freedom is actually not there. It's not there, right? We're working more than before, like 10, 12, 16 hours a day sometimes. Like, how about freedom? We are stressed, we are overwhelmed. I often hear Andrew, I keep everything on my shoulders. Like I have to carry the burden of my business. Like, where is the team? Like, why aren't they engaged in all of that? So we lack freedom, even though we wanted it so much. And still, a few years in the business, we are not free, or we don't feel free. So the question today I wanted to ask is how to build this freedom, and also give you some advices or my thoughts about this. Because freedom comes from a certain system. When the business runs within a certain, what we could call, operating system, so that it's not like you every day or every week thinking about, okay, what's important right now, what should I focus on, what are we doing today, what are we doing this week? Because like this, it might be a set of wise but pretty random actions, like disconnected sometimes one from the other, and always kind of being triggered or initiated by this intelligent owner, engaged, who's running the business and running it with passion every day, every week. But this kind of is often disconnected and is surely not involving the team. So let's look at how the team or how the business really works, or what's within this system. If you think about the vision, the mission, what we want to achieve, this is like the starting point. We are here, but how do you want to serve the world, the community, the industry? What's your vision? What do you want to provide to the marketplace? What do you want to change in the world? That's the vision and the mission of the company. Then you say, within this vision, like when we realize this, we have our yearly goals. So we know where we are going. We know what we want to achieve this year. Now the question is, who does it? So who is on the team to actually make this happen? So there are important departments that you identify in your business, and they contribute to the goal. They should contribute to the goal. So we have the overall goal for the business for this year, but we should also understand how each of the departments, how each of the team members contribute to this goal. Once they understand that, they can work out their strategies, how to get there, and naturally they will also be able to define their KPIs, which is often a difficult question. If you look at this that way, it's really not. They know how they contribute to the goal. So what is their goal? How they plan to achieve this? So what's their strategy? And they will know what to measure on the way to actually understand if they are going to hit this target or not. And there is something that joins and glues everything together, which is values and culture. Because people operate within and represent certain values and culture, and this helps them or allows them to be congruent, to be aligned, and if all their activities, all their actions, in fact embody the values and the culture that you have defined for your business, then you all behave in a certain alignment or same way on your way towards the goal, which is your step towards executing the mission or realizing the mission. And within this operating system, you also will surely have the cadence of meetings, so that you update each one, so that you take decisions, so that you decide on shifts, and so that you also decide, hopefully, on the next important steps, on the next strategic goals. So what's the big next ambition goal that we are setting for ourselves? looking at this from that perspective, it stops to be like the owner or the CEO initiative only. Could you see that? Like, it's a connected system of vision, goals, teams, their operations, and all glued by the culture and values, so that it runs smoothly, engaging everyone and having alignment of everyone. It's not the owners only anymore. And what's even more, it becomes repetitive. If we operate in that way within a certain cycle or cadence, everyone is engaged to define the next step, to plan for the next period. It's not only the owner's duty anymore. And this is how everybody gets freedom, because they know how they operate within which context, and they can focus on what was defined for them, what they took ownership of, and be sure and trust that the others, they contribute on their side as well. So how do you look at your company? If you think about your business today, do you think you run a certain operating system, or do you feel like you missed something? What would that be for you? And how would you define that system for you? Or how do you take this system to the next level so that it operates even better than today, so that you have more freedom and generate more repetitive, great value for clients, marketplace, communities? Have a great day. I hope it's inspiring. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.